Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kara, and I am here to share with you some of my favorite topic. I love animal chakras, and I'm just going kind of crazy learning about them and going deeper and deeper. And I just want to give you an orientation to animal chakras and what they are, and we'll go through the 7 chakras. So let's go ahead and dive right into that. So the premise, the first thing to really understand about animal chakras is that all beings are 5-dimensional beings, whether they're human or animal. We're all 5-dimensional beings, and so we exist on all these levels at the same time: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Are the energy centers in our body that govern all these aspects of our lives. So the energetic level of our being is the one that really ties together the other 4 aspects of our lives. And as we experience some kind of imbalance or balance in a chakra, it's going to show up on all these levels. So everything is really interconnected. And once you understand the basics of the 7 main chakras and how they work, then you begin to see the patterns that a physical issue isn't always just physical. There's usually some emotional component too, because everything is interconnected. Let's walk through the chakras a little bit, and I'll help explain that a little bit more. But really, the first thing to understand is that every part of our lives is totally related to every other part of our lives, and that goes for humans as well as animals. We all have physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic aspects to our lives. So a lot of people are familiar with human chakras, and this graphic illustrates the 7 main chakras in the human, and they correspond to these colors because the energy in these centers vibrates at a different rate, a different frequency at each one, and so the color of them shows up as a little bit different. So starting at the bottom, you move all the way up from red through the colors of the rainbow, from the root chakra at red to the crown chakra at violet. And each one of these chakras governs the physical aspect of your life, where the chakra is located. And then the other 3 aspects of your life are also categorized and grouped according to similar principles. So the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual all correspond to a specific energy center. The human chakras and the are roughly the same. So we have in the animal chakras 7 main chakras associated with the physical body. Both humans and animals have more chakras, but these are the main ones that we can really see in action if we know what to look for. So again, on this graphic, it goes from left to right, the colors of the rainbow, starting with the base or the root chakra as red, the sacral chakra is orange, the solar plexus chakra is yellow, the heart chakra is green, the throat chakra is blue, and the 6th chakra, or the third eye chakra, is deep indigo blue or purple, and then the crown chakra at the top of the head is violet. So let's go through all of these chakras one by one to kind of get a sense of how they all work together and how the chakras work in animals. And the graphics I'm using for this little video are all dogs, but the same principles apply to any animals, whether it's a guinea pig or a horse or a cat or a ferret. The principles are all the same. So starting with the base chakra, the root chakra, This one is at the base of the torso on humans, and it's at the back of the torso on animals. And it's physically located around the elimination area. So it physically is governing the legs, the tail, and the elimination after digestion. Mentally, this is where your sense of belonging resides. And emotionally, this chakra is all about safety and security. This is our physical survival chakra. So this is really the most basic animal needs are governed in this chakra, which is safety, security, staying alive, all that kind of stuff. And the first chakra is also all about your life force and your desire to live. So if you have an imbalance here, you may not feel like living. You may be depressed, and that goes for animals as well. So the first chakra is all about safety, survival, the legs, and all of that area of the body. The second chakra is located a little bit more forward on the body, and so this chakra is located near the reproductive system, the bladder, the kidneys, and so it's going to govern all of those physical functions. This chakra also is all about our primary relationships. So this would be family, friends, anybody who's in regular proximity to an animal, whether animal or human. Those primary relationships and interactions are governed here energetically. And this is where we have the energy to really nurture and support and create good relationships. If this chakra is out of balance, it can really show up as addiction or hoarding or, something like that, so that you may have an animal who's food sensitive, who hoards food. It could be because the second chakra is out of balance and they don't feel that connected in their world. The third chakra is located right around the solar plexus. And so this area of an animal's body is where the stomach, digestion, small intestines, all of that stuff is, pancreas, liver, gallbladder, all of that stuff. And the third chakra governs our sovereignty, our willpower, our ability to make a difference in the world, our ability to have an impact on the world. So this is the center of self-esteem and purpose. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. And this chakra is located in the chest, so it governs the functioning physically of the heart, the lungs, and all of the circulatory system, the whole chest area. The issues here are around trust and love. This is the chakra that governs the human-animal bond. And in a spiritual sense, this is the seat of, unconditional love. So this is the center of being open and available for loving, forgiving, and receiving love. And then the fifth chakra is located in the throat, the whole neck, the jaws, the mouth, that whole area. And the fifth chakra is all about communication and having a voice and knowing how to use it and having your voice make an impact. And spiritually, this chakra is all about self-expression and being heard and being understood. And then the sixth chakra is located at the third eye, which is the forehead. So the upper part of the head physically. The eyes, the ears, the brain are all governed by the sixth chakra. And so this is the house of intelligence, learning, focus, awareness, and understanding the bigger pattern of what you see and where you fit into life, and being seen and seeing and being seen. So Some animals don't want to be seen. They cower, they hide. That could be a sixth chakra imbalance right there. And then finally, the seventh chakra is located at the top of the head, the crown of the head. And the seventh chakra is our connection to the divine. It's where our energy of our physical body has the most vibration of the divine. And so this is where we feel unity and oneness and a sense of our divineness, our spirituality, and that is true for animals as well as humans. If this chakra is out of balance, it can show up as an oversensitivity to the environment. The seventh chakra can be on hyper alert, or it can be under energized, and so it can be, if there's an imbalance, it's a real sense, kind of like the first chakra, of not really fitting in here on the planet, not feeling good in the physical, and being oversensitive to the environment that you find yourself in. So the issues around the chakras and a little bit of information about how they work, what they govern. Basically, the chakras are governing the part of the body where you find them, and kind of related issues on the mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. So that can be kind of a gauge or a guide for what's going on. If an animal in your life has a digestive issue, then you might want to look at all the aspects of chakra 3, for example. But you might, if there's an elimination problem, then it's maybe more of a root chakra kind of an issue, and a survival thing. A lot of rescue animals have issues around that. So understanding the chakras, the physical conditions that you notice can lead you to a broader understanding of the holistic aspect of all of the animal's well-being. And you can dive really deep into this stuff, and really, because the chakras and the energy centers weave together all the different aspects of an animal's life, you can address every aspect of the animal's life through the energy center there. And so bringing in ways to balance that energy center allows that chakra to function optimally, and then the physical symptoms oftentimes get resolved as well. I don't recommend that anybody just go and only do chakra energy work, but I always take a 5-part approach to any issue for myself or the animals in my family, where I look at what's the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic component, because they're all intertwined. And if it's showing up physically, then there's going to also be something going on mentally and emotionally. And if there's an emotional issue, then you might also notice that there's something physical going on as well. Or if there's an emotional issue, sometimes a physical remedy like exercise or activity or rest or something like that can have an effect on all those different aspects of that part of that animal's life. So I really think that understanding the chakras gives us a better view, a deeper understanding, a richer understanding of what it's like to be an animal, and what aspects of their lives may be affected, and how to address and approach any kind of issue from understanding all 5 levels of their being, so that they can have wellness on every level and fulfill the mission that they're here to fulfill, whatever it is. So that's my quick overview of animal chakras. And if you would like to go deeper into this, I have a new introductory class on animal chakras, and this is going to be a 2-hour workshop. It's going to be hands-on. I'm going to give you worksheets, and we're going to go deeper into all 7 of the major chakras, probably talk a little bit about auras and karma, and the energetics of living together with animals, and our energy fields and how they overlap, and all kinds of good stuff. So if you want to go a little bit deeper, then come on over and join the Introduction to Animal Chakras. And I have a link in the comments below for you to sign up for that class. It's a 2-hour class. It will be live and recorded, and you will have lifetime access. So if you want to go back and go deeper or go through it again, focusing on a different animal or something like that, you'll have access to the worksheets and the replay for as long as you want. But I hope that this introduction to the chakras gives you an understanding of how important chakras can be and how important our energy systems are for our overall health and well-being for humans, and of course for animals, and maybe gives you some direction to look at if you have an animal who has some kind of issues, what's a more holistic way that you can approach it. Because if we're not getting results, it may be that we're not using the right approach. And so I find that understanding the chakras helps me understand and leads me in places that I might not otherwise think to go, because I wouldn't see the connection. But if I know that that chakra is governing this physical ailment and also this emotional symptom that I notice in my animal, then I can start to have a much more holistic understanding and a more holistic approach to rebalancing and bringing harmony and health and well-being back to my favorite animals. So I hope this helps you understand the chakras. I hope you'll join me for the class, and definitely put a note in the comments below if you have an experience with animal chakras. I would love to hear about it. Have a great day.